Welcome back, viewers, and tonight we're here at the front room, 147 Roebling Street in Williamsburg, and we're going to take a look at a watercolor show by one of my old buddies, Tomas Broadbent. And some of you might know Tom because of his sculpture. He's been doing a lot of inflated sculpture over the years. But this show is all his watercolors. So this piece is titled Innate Knowledge. And it's watercolor 20 by 40 inches. It's called Red Dress House. And looks like Tom has got his little birds are part of the theme in this show. Well, what do you think of the show?
Just walked in, but I love Tom's work.
Are you a fan of Tom?
I am a fan of Tom. I'm a friend of Tom as well.
What's your name?
Patty Fabricant.
Patty Fabricant. Okay.
And I'm looking forward to seeing the show right now.
Thank you. It's titled Mockingbird House. And this is a subject that actually Tom works with quite a bit, is pants. I've seen several versions of his inflated pants. Well, there's the well-known performance and conceptual artist, Man Bartlett.
Hi, Lauren.
Hey, man, what do you think of the show?
I love this. I love the show. I love this one in particular. Like the idea of walking on heels that are knives. I want to see the other one. My brother.
This one is titled Knife, 16 by 20 inches. Now that's what I call some sharp fashion there. This is another thing that Tom is working with, which is his stacks of books. This piece is titled Beyond Reach, 22 by 30 inches. And Tom is pretty good. He gets some nice detailing to those ladders. Are very well rendered. We'll run in here into the back room. Hey, gentlemen. Hey, there's the artist right there.
Oh, yeah.
This one is titled Open Book. It's actually, there is what I would call an ironic part to this, which is, so we've got the painting of the pages of the paper, and then we've got water spots on there, and the water spots are of a nice analogous part of the painting action. It's titled Museum Display. It's like a little white owl. 16 by 20.
Oh, you went to the actual show?
Yeah.
It's titled Boots.
This guest was not exciting.
It's 22 by 30. And Tom does a nice job of rendering that leather. Now, I always we're going to ask Tom about what kind of pushed him into going into the watercolors rather than the sculpture. It's titled Bookmarks. It's also 22 by 30. Well, here's the showstopper. This is titled Ziggurat. All this work is from the last year or so, Tom?
Yeah, the last couple of months. No.
Last couple of months?
No, it's a...
You've been working hard.
2 years.
All right. This piece is 106 by 52 inches, so that's about 8.5 feet by 4.5. One of the great things about watercolor is that you're able to render these shadows so beautifully. Well, take a look at this last piece, and then maybe we'll catch Tom and ask him some embarrassing questions. This is titled Ladder. So that was a look at Chronicle.
No, actually,
Well, we caught up with Tom Broadbent. Tell us about the show Chronicles. Chronicle?
Chronicle, yeah.
This is your work in watercolor.
Right.
Now, you're very well known as a sculptor, kind of, would I call it conceptual sculpture?
Yeah, installation.
Inflatable installation?
Yeah, I do more than just inflatables.
Right. What made you decide to concentrate for this series of work in watercolor?
I just felt like I needed another avenue of fulfillment, if you will. So I've always done my own personal work in the past, and I thought, I always enjoyed painting.
Now,
especially watercolors.
Did you do a lot of, when you were doing your sculpture stuff, when you designed them, did you do a lot of drawing and rendering the forms on paper for that kind of work? Because you're very competent with your rendering and your skills as a draftsman.
Yeah, occasionally. I've done a lot of Photoshop also.
Tell me about how you go about doing one of these paintings like this large one here. Do you work with photographs, or do you have sets that you set up, or how do you develop these?
I basically set up the still life and photograph it I take many photographs, and then I often will manipulate them in Photoshop.
And then do you project them?
Yes, sometimes.
Tell me about working on a large scale like this with watercolor. Do you find that as an extra challenge? Because a lot of times watercolors are, maybe 22 by 30 inches, but when you start to get to this size, you're getting with a whole different kind of scale. Is that a problem for you, or do you enjoy that?
It really just becomes a matter of more time. It's the scale is, not really that big a deal, except for the time factor. Well, as far as handling the paint, it's pretty much the same.
And my question was, being an oil painter, if you're going to work on this size, what's holding you back from maybe going and doing it with acrylic and oil on canvas?
I actually have in the past done work on canvas, and I have worked in oils, but I feel more like watercolor is more of a natural fit for me for some reason. I think I'm a better painter of watercolors than oils, and I enjoy it.
Well, I guess that's the important thing.
Of it. Yeah.
How about the framing? Something like this has got to be a little bit expensive to put
a
frame on that.
Like a stretcher for canvas. It gets a little bit pricey when you're talking about framing something like this.
Okay, Tom Broadbent at your show Chronicle, right?
Correct.
All right. Thanks, Tom.
Okay.
And good luck.
All right. Thanks.
And thanks, Kate.
Don't miss it.
Thank you. An unsolicited endorsement there.